Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Jimmy with 98ES 300 and website as is car reviews and more. Today, I got something very special for you. We ran the car to take out of town, so I'm going to do a quick little car review of it. In just a moment, I'll show it to you. Just give me 1 second here. All right, so we're all set up here, and we're going to do a real quick review. We're going to show you what this is. This is the 2022 Honda Passport, and I'm going to show it to you here in just 1 second. All right, so here it is, 2022 Honda Passport, silver. I'm not sure exactly what trim level this is, but it does have leather seats and a sunroof and some nice looking alloy wheels. So we'll do a quick walk around. So take a look at it and you can see exactly what it is. It does have some cool daytime running lights. Has looks like some fog lights down at the bottom. Or those may be the signal lights, I'm not sure. But let's just take a real quick look around. And then we'll get in close and take a look at some of the outside features and some of the inside features. All right, so we'll go in close here. This one does have the black grille, and it also has the big Honda symbol right there in the middle. Pretty big grille in the front. Looks pretty good there. This does have the HID running lights, the LED lights there, and it has the LED headlights inside there, which looks pretty cool. It also has the turn signals in the mirrors. This does have some gunmetal gray colored Continental tires, and it looks like these are a size 20. This has 20-inch rims on it, 265/45 R20s. So it does have some pretty big wheels on it. This does have the keyless entry. So all you have to do is keep the key fob in your pocket. This one does have the keyless gas cap. So it doesn't have the gas cap, so you don't have to worry about that hanging down and scratching the side of the vehicle. It does have your satellite radio antenna on the top, and also the sunroof there. It's a standard size sunroof, so it's not panoramic. All right, then we'll go around to the back here. So like I said, this is the Passport, and this is all-wheel drive. Now this doesn't say if it's LX or anything like that, or EX. It just has the all-wheel drive symbol on the back. It does have the dual exhaust outlets. It does have a tinted glass around the back. Has your rear window washer in the back, your third mounted high brake light there. But overall, I mean, I think that looks pretty good. And pretty much the same thing on the passenger side here. It does have the nice wheels on it. This one does have a big chip on it, but it doesn't affect what it does, just little cosmetics. This does have the blind spot monitor, so it does light up on the inside when there's a car in your blind spot, so you'll be able to see it there before you switch lanes on it. And if the car is in your blind spot when you turn on the signal lights, it will also give you an alarm, and the light will blink really fast. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a seat in the driver's seat and take a look around at some of the features. Alright, so just before we get in there, here's the inside door panel. This does have power locks and windows. It does have seat memory. Those are the controls for your gas cap, gas door holder, and also your rear hatch. Has plenty of space for cup holders and other stuff. I mean, this spot right here is a good place for any water bottles and things like that. It does have a little squared shape in there. Pretty deep pockets for any storage you want to do there. This one does have power seats on both sides, so I don't think this is an entry-level model. I think this is a step up there. It does have a perforated leather seats, which I do think they are, I know they're heated. I'm not sure exactly if they're cooled. Here's your mirror controls, your parking assist, your econ button. This also has all the controls on the steering wheel for your cruise control and everything. There's a display of the instrument panel, and then right down the middle here, starting at the top, we have the radio controls, the air conditioning and heating right there in the middle. We have some storage there, also a wireless charger. You just put your phone right on there and charge it. There is some outlets there, so that's for a 12-volt outlet, and also some USBs. And you can also plug up into the Apple CarPlay right there too. This one does have the push button control for the gear selector, which you got to be careful with that, because when you park and you don't have a gear selector there, you may get out without pushing the button to put it in park. So just be aware of that. You have speakers right there in the door handle, in the A pillar. This has airbags everywhere in here, and in the center console has pretty deep storage space. You can cover that up if you don't want to see it in there, but when you do open it, it does have plenty of room in there for just about anything you want to store. And it also has some more 12-volt outlet, and also the USB, so you can charge your phone. So this car has plenty of space to charge your phone. Take a look at the back door here, which again has the power window switch there, and tons of storage and for cup holders. So we got more cup holders and more storage space there. Got a speaker in the bottom. These seats do fold down, and they automatic fold from the back. And these are also leather and perforated. Pretty nice color. Has the fold down armrest here, which has more cup holders. And in the center here, you have your air conditioned vent. And also, you have a couple more USBs. And underneath is where the heat comes out from under the bottom. You have some pretty deep pockets in the back for even more storage back here. You have overhead light, map lights too. It has the center seat belt for the middle passenger there, so you could put 3 people in the back, so you can make this a true 5-seater. That's where you put the gas in at. This does have the automatic trunk lift gate, so you just push the button, and to close it, there's a button there that you push, and you also have a handle. So there is tons of space back here in the back. For those weekend travels, you can just load it up and take off. Like I said, this is a pretty good road car. Drives really nice. It also has 12-volt outlets back here in the back, so you can do some storage back here. It has some underfloor storage here. And this also pulls up, and then there's a spare tire underneath the bottom there. And you got some containers there on the side that you can store stuff in so it doesn't just fall around the back. And again, there's a lot of space back there so you can put storage. Yep, and it closes with the push of a button. Same thing here on the passenger side, pretty much identical to the other side. You have the button there so you can fold down the seats. And if you're in the back, there's a button in the back that you can push that will also fold down the seats. And you just lift it back up manually there. Same thing here, lots of storage, cup holders. So it gives you a lot of room in this car. Again, this one has the power seats on the passenger side too, so they also get the power options. Headrest, sunroof. And you control that with the push of a button here, and that'll open up your sunroof. So you can open it up or vent it also if you like. And there's one button control. So overall, this is a really good pick of a vehicle, mid-size car. If you're looking for one, I think this right here will give you everything that you need. It has four-wheel drive, V6 power, and lots of space in the inside. So if you chose this car, I do think you'd be happy with it. And take it for a test drive, rent one like we did, see how you like it. This is the engine bay of a 2022 Honda Passport, four-wheel drive. I do believe this is a V6 engine. Doesn't look like there's a lot going on under here. Pretty simple. Not a whole lot to really take a look at. Does have plenty of power. And y'all, we're gonna do a quick driving review, and I'll let you know how this car feels and drive. This is the 2022 Honda Passport, and I'm gonna get on the road and do a little quick drive here. What I do like about this car is this Honda steering wheel is got a lot of padding on it, so it feels pretty thick in your hands. It's got all the buttons on there for your cruise control. It's got the menu select buttons for the gauge cluster here, so you can go through that and change those. Also in here too, this one has the sunroof in it. It's got the leather seats. And it sits up pretty high, so you have a pretty good looking view of the road when you're driving it. The seats have the armrest that you can adjust on the sides, kind of like what the Range Rover does. It's got a little bit of engine noise there. You can hear a little growl from the V6 engine when you accelerate. Braking is really good on it. This car does have 9,389 miles. Again, this isn't my car. This is a rental car. So we rented it for the weekend to take out of town, and it did great. We went to State College, Pennsylvania, and going through the hills and the winding and twisty roads in Pennsylvania. Overall, it did really good. One of the things that you did notice when you were going up the hills that it kind of struggled a little bit. You can hear it change tones. You would have to give it a little bit more gas to keep going up the hill. But overall, it did well. I have no complaints about that at all. One of the things that I do have a complaint about is the headlights. Driving through the dark roads, just the regular headlights on, really wasn't lighting up the road. It was pretty dim. Even though this car appeared to have HID headlights, it wasn't the bright light that came from it. It looked more like the old school headlights. So it was always turn the bright lights on and off. Even though I was doing it myself, it has an auto setting, which wasn't doing it fast enough. So it wouldn't turn on when the road was really dark, or turn it off when the car was approaching like it should. So I had to do that myself manually. But other than that, the car did very well, handles very well. Like I said, it has a pretty high ride height, which gives you a really good command of the road, so you can see very well. So my wife and I drove this, and we like this car. The controls of it has the Apple CarPlay, and which attached up pretty good. I mean, you just plug it right in, and it was fine. From a rental car agency, this car doesn't have a satellite radio, but I have it on my iPhone, and just plugged it in, and it worked just fine. It has the dual climate control, so you can set the temperatures for each side differently, which that worked great for us. The remote start worked good. We remote started it to throw off the windshield and the back glass because it had frost on it, which worked very, very quick. It was fast in doing that. So I'm going to get some gas and put it in here, and then I will turn you back on in just a moment here. All right, just got the gas and the passport here, and it was just under half full, and it took $27 to fill it up. So that's $37 to fill it up. So that's not too bad. It just took over 9 gallons of gas. All right, so now we're going to go and take some photos of the car, but we're going to do some real quick driving footage here. So we'll get to the main road here, and then I'll give it some gas so you can hear how it sounds. Like I said, size-wise for this car, this is considered a mid-size SUV. Doesn't have a third row seat, which is still pretty roomy in the inside here. The back cargo area still has quite a bit of space. Second row passengers, has quite a bit of space in the back too. And the car has pretty big windows, so it has good visibility. So we really like this car on a road trip. This would probably be considered one that we would probably buy. Alright, so as soon as we make this turn here, I'll give it a little gas here so you can hear how it sounds. making the turn now. Alright, so now I'll get on here. Yeah, we got up to 50 really quick there. The speed limit on this road is 50. So got up to 50 miles an hour pretty fast there. And the steering is not overly assisted. So it does have some firmness to it. So it makes the handling feel really good. So I think that's a plus for this. Gives it that kind of sporty type feel. Even though this isn't considered a sporty vehicle, but the steering it has a little slight heaviness to it, so it feels pretty good. It's not overly assisted. Alright, so we're gonna get up here and take some photos, and then I'll turn it back on then.